Good afternoon, all. Thanks for having us. Yes, my name is Cary. I'm running for Forsyth County Board of Commissioners, District 5. My website is rationalgov.com. This is my very first time in politics. I first came to Georgia in 1983. I've lived in Forsyth County for 20 years. My son is a product of Forsyth Central High School, now in the Air Force. I'll tell you why I'm running. For many, many years, every time I went to the voting booth, I would come out and say, damn it, can't the Democrats find somebody to run in that seat? And I retired a couple of years ago, and my wife looked at me and said, okay. That's exactly what she said. She said, okay, put up or shut up. So I got in touch with the Democratic Party of Forsyth County and said, whatever you guys need, put my name on the ballot. It just seems to me as an American, it's not right to have only one name and basically knighting somebody for a job. There should be a choice. And that's what I'm doing. My background is I spent 38 years in Fortune 500, last 20 of which is an executive role. Again, I was lucky enough to be able to retire a couple of years ago. I say be able to retire, they sort of said, here's a package, get out. And I said, okay. and anytime people want to pay you to leave, take it. Since then, I've reinvented my career, even though it was all IT. But this sounds nuts, but most recently, a year ago, I completed my EMT training, and I'm now working as a medical assistant at Piedmont Urgent Care. It's part of my giving back, so I can help others this way. It's kind of odd. I'm the 65-year-old rookie, so it's a little strange, but I'm loving it. And so that's me. It's a little bit about me. And I know we're tight for time, so I'll take a couple questions. Okay.
Yeah, you would be my commissioner.
Oh, okay.
You would be my commissioner, so you're running in that area.
Cool.
There's a Republican stronghold over that board.
There is.
And it would be nice to have a variety of voices and somebody who's not in on the inside of the thing.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on breaking through, and how do you break through that?
To be candid, I think it's going to be extremely difficult. I've looked at the data. It's no doubt we're trying to push a rope up a hill. But if we're fortunate enough to get elected, I agree with you completely. It's another one of the reasons I'm running. There should be a certain amount of balance. At the county level, the issues we deal with at the county level are really different than some of the issues these folks are going to deal with. But there needs to be balance in government. I grew up in the era where the Reagan, Tip O'Neill era, where they would fight like dogs during the day, but in the evening, two Irish guys go back and have a beer and smoke a cigar. And I wish our politics was that way again. And there just needs to be balance. And I think if we're lucky enough, fortunate enough, you guys all turn out and vote for me, maybe we can get there. And I do believe to have a different voice on that commission is just really, really valuable. I have no illusions though. And if you look at the shape of District 5 and the way it was gerrymandered back to the earlier question, it's going to be really, really difficult. But we'll see. Maybe you got a handful of votes. Oh, you're raising your hand for her? Your proxy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That works.
I've been a part of this for a long time, except I just don't go to the meetings until now that I'm old and retired. So now I have nothing stopping me. But my question is, I have become extremely involved, and so I'm very familiar with Todd down in the commission. Todd something. Yes, Todd Levent. Is this Laura the person you're running against?
I think so, Laura Stevenson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I also, and I'll try to be very quick about this, I've begun working with the polls now for years. I've done 2 major elections. In that I, also being a New Yorker, I'm pretty friends with everyone. I meet no strangers. And it is extremely easy for them to say that Forsyth County is filled with nepotism. Like, you go down to the courthouse, you go to, in the voting polls, the guy that's running the voting, he's on the board of directors or something for, what do you call them when they're over the elections?
Oh,
The
Board of
election board.
Elections, yeah.
Yeah, but he's also the one that picks all of the Republican poll watchers, which we've had to call the police on a couple of times at our polls. So how do we break through that, stronghold? Because
Elect
that's
these
a-
people.
Oh, well, yeah.
No, I mean, the short answer is, and the question was, how do we break through? You break through at the ballot box, is my opinion.
Because-
I mean, we can hold up picket signs, we can yell, we can scream, we gotta vote.
Mhm.
And that's the only way, is to vote and elect the people that represent you, that are gonna stand up for you, what you believe is right. And that's, to me, that's the only formula, right? Is we've got to elect the people that you want to see.
Yeah,
And
because they do it, make
That's
them
really,
fall.
that's really the only answer. Sir, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to have my back to you.
What's your position on term limits?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. That's good.
All right.
Thank you, folks, thank you very much. Very, very much.